What's going on, guys? This is Sergeant Merrill, and we're going to have a little talk in this video. This video is it's going to be a little bit more serious. I don't know why. I'm just well, I do know why, and I'll tell you in a second. I'm a little inspired today, and that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about this inspiration and what has caused this inspiration, and how you can deal with something in the same way. This commentary is not really about the gameplay. But I do believe that this gameplay does show or reinforce what I have to talk about, because I get my ass kicked. And this commentary is going to be about turning things into positives, about motivation, about digging deep when life hits you hard. And to put in some context, because a lot of you might be like, whoa, sorry, Merrill, this is getting deep. Let me give you some context. There was something among us Call of Duty commentators, or really just game commentators in general, and it was called Commentator March Madness. It's kind of a play off of the basketball March Madness, where there is a 64 contestant bracket, where the 64 contestants would come up with videos, and whosever video was better would move up to the next bracket. You know, it's kind of like a competition, much like the basketball March Madness. And a few of the big YouTubers were hosting the competition and selecting who was going to be in the competition. And over 2,000 people applied to this competition, and it only holds 64, so I knew right off the bat that a lot of people were going to be left out. I knew that. And the video was released yesterday, or if I'm posting this later, it was released on Sunday. And that video showed the selection, who was chosen. And this was kind of a big day, you know, because I had applied for this, and I wasn't one of them. And it was funny. I remember shushing my wife on the couch. I was watching from my laptop, and I was like, hey, shush, shush, shush. Gotta listen to this. And I was excited to see if some of my work, if it paid off, you know, if I got selected, if I got chosen. And after seeing that I wasn't, I was a little angry at first, guys. Maybe that's not right, because angry isn't the right word. I think disappointed is a better word, because it wasn't like I got intentionally denied for this competition. It wasn't like Woody and Ukrainian Limbs, which were some of the YouTubers who made the selections. It wasn't like they were looking directly at my video and just pointing and laughing, you know. I just got overlooked, and it disappointed me. It came with this feeling that kind of just washed over me, and it took me back to days where I felt that same feeling. And I got overlooked. I feel like I'm complaining at this point, but there's a point to this, okay? This is meant to turn things into a positive, so I'm painting a picture. I got overlooked. And like I said, it took me back to days where I felt that same way. And I'm going to give you some examples. Like, it took me back to a day where I stood outside the locker room, maybe, my sophomore year of high school, and I was staring at a list for varsity wrestling to see if I made the cut, and I didn't. And it was funny, because I distinctly remember scanning through that list, name by name, thinking that maybe I had a reading disorder, and that my name was actually on it. I just couldn't read it. But I wasn't, guys. Took me back to a day where I watched my crush that I had for a couple of months go home with another man at the bar. You know, that hit me hard. I remember I stood there. I had a brand new outfit on, thinking that I was going to get her attention, and she didn't even bat an eye in my direction. Bad. You know, it took me back to a day, guys, where I applied to 15 to 20 jobs a day. And I had a brand new suit and tie sitting neatly on the bed. I had newly printed resumes just resting inside a handmade portfolio with all my work in it from the Army. And nobody called. This feeling, guys, you know, this feeling of being overlooked, I've felt it so many times before. And this is what I want to talk about. This is what I want this video to be about. I want to talk about this feeling. And I want to talk about it because I think it's something that we can all relate to. And I mean all of us. I mean, from 14 to 52, I don't care how old you are, you can relate to this feeling. That feeling where you're just sitting there and you're wondering what the fuck the problem is. You know, you were overlooked. You have no reasons, nothing to blame, but the fact that whatever you're doing just isn't good enough to get what you wanted. Guys, I love this feeling. It motivates me, you know? It ignites like a fire in my chest. It gets me on a road with a purpose in my eyes and just toughness in my bones. And when something like this happens to you, I want you to feel the same goddamn way. Some people, when this happens to them, they sink into a hole and they think they just aren't good enough. They think that they aren't talented enough to make the team, that they aren't attractive enough to take the girl home, and they think that they aren't marketable enough to get the good job. Fuck that, okay? One of my favorite segments in any movie is from Rocky Balboa. I love the Rocky series, guys. I want to play this for you guys. I want you guys to listen to this, and hopefully I don't get sued by whoever copyrighted the movie. But it's worth it, guys, okay? I want you to hear this. This completely goes with my point.
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you.
That ain't you, guys. That is not you. It ain't me, and it's not you. When life hits you with something hard, whether it be something small like not getting chosen for internet competition, or something bigger like a longtime girlfriend breaking up with you, or a job that lets you go, let that shit hit you hard. Let it hit you so hard it makes your goddamn head spin. Because when you get up, when you keep moving forward with your fist ready, you're going to be 10 times tougher the second round. The next year after I didn't make the wrestling team, I'd put on 20 pounds and I was playing first string. And that girl at the bar, I hooked up with a girl twice as hot as she was, and then when that girl came to my door, I gave her the fucking finger. And after scrapping for a living after getting out of the army, working at Joe's Crab Shack and other shit jobs, I now have a job with one of the best military contracting companies in America, and I make good money. Let life hit you hard, guys. Take it. Keep moving forward, because that's the point. And that's what I wanted to talk about in this video, you know? And in this gameplay, you see me get my ass kicked, and I did. Got my ass absolutely kicked. My feelings were hurt in this video. But the next game, I came back 40-2. That's it, guys. That's the point. Keep moving forward. Take that hit. Let the blood come down your lip. Keep moving forward. That's all I got. This is Sergeant Merrill, out here.